Hey y'all, listen, I unfortunately have some truly terrible news. I'm sure many of you have heard already, but for those of you who have not, I don't know if I can get through this. Right now, all across America, shitty uncles and regrettable ex-girlfriends are leaving Facebook in droves. It's true. I don't know how we're going to do this. I mean, we all know Facebook can be upsetting in the best of times, and now the rest of us, are somehow expected to get by without the constant input of people who are racist against math and black people and Muslims and gays and stuff, but lately math. What are we going to do? If you don't know what I'm talking about, first of all, congratulations on knowing people whose brains work. But what's happening is conservatives all across the country are leaving Facebook and Twitter by the thousands and running to Parler, which is basically Twitter but with the N-word. Why are they doing this besides the N-word thing? Well, they were getting upset. They'd had enough of liberals treating traditional social media platforms as their own personal safe spaces, becoming offended and getting their post removed simply because they were untrue or taking Hitler's side or literally threatening murder. Meanwhile, somehow liberal posts are almost never tagged as misleading. How does that make any sense? Besides blatantly obvious. So they've done the only courageous and patriotic thing left for them to do. Ran away while complaining to a place liberals can't be mean to them. A new space just for them. A space where they can feel safe and not have to worry about things like reality making their poop time bad. And so they're leaving us, guys. Just imagine it. Now you'll be able to post a selfie while wearing a mask without having the guy who cheated off you in high school tell you to do some research and call you a queer. I hope you can find a way to cope. If you don't know anything about Parler, everything about it is hilarious. It was originally pronounced Parler, the French pronunciation. But when the scholars who they purposefully market themselves to refused to do that, it was changed to Parler, which is of course the freedom pronunciation. Also, its three biggest user bases are Trump supporters, conspiracy theorists, and Saudi nationalists. One step closer to Saudi Arabia, y'all. It's such beautiful self-parody. It is. These people think they're the only true Americans left, and their closest allies are Confederates, Nazis, Russians, and the 9/11 guys. Rachel fucking Dolezal has more self-awareness. In all honesty, part of me is kind of sad about this, though. I'm not joking. Because you think about it, if all these people had already left Facebook and Twitter months ago, then the rest of us would have missed out on some sweet, sweet impotent rage last week, man. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves here. If all of our worst relatives were already gone from social media, would we have derived quite as much pleasure from Trump getting dog-walked, crying about it, and then going out while golfing and planning a conference at the Hyatt Noon Head Shop and Dildo Emporium or whatever the fuck that was? Okay, we probably would have. No, we totally would have. It's all just too good, man. God, I don't know. Maybe there is a God and he thinks they suck too. How sweet would that be? Oh! But I still think it all hits a little different whenever Aunt Tammy gets internet mad in front of you about it, is all I'm saying. Maybe it's just me. All of which leads me to my final point. Yes, I'm having some fun with this. You know why? Because fuck bridging the gap. No, after living my whole life as a liberal from the deep south, you can miss me with that bridging the gap nonsense. These are the same people that would burn down the actual gap with us inside of it over a t-shirt with a picture of RBG's face on it. Fuck them. All they care about is schadenfreude based on our pain, and they would say that outright if they knew what schadenfreude meant. And maybe we should try and be better than that or whatever eventually, I guess. But for now, I'm going to take this victory lap. And if they can't handle it, let them go on to Parler. Them and all the other terrorists can keep making each other feel better with pandering bullshitteries. We will be here in the real world where they lost, trying to move forward while also popping bottles for a little while. See y'all next time.